See, it's got that like composite squeak. Hi, Stuart here at HobbyKing.com, here with yet another release this year from Avios, something that's rather large, just like our previous one, something we've been working on for a while. Me and a few others have been working very hard in the background on this one, and we are very, very pleased. Lots of hours have gone into this, and we've been rewarded with a beautiful model that we can't wait to show you right now, because this is the official flight demonstration of the Avios Kobuz. Okay, so let's dive right into it. As you can see, it's a beautiful rendition of a Kobuz glider. The Kobuz was a Czech, I believe, or at least Eastern European origin glider, and very popular as a model in the bigger composite models, and we haven't seen one on the market yet in foam size and format of plug and fly. So that's what we've done here at Avios. We brought it together to you in a 2.2 meter wingspan, foam plug and fly model, and let's dive into the details on the bench here, and then we'll take it out to the field and give you a demonstration of just how versatile the Kobuz is. It can be both fast and slow, aerobatic and a glider, all of those things, and wrapped up in a beautiful package. Now, out of the box, and I will say the box is relatively small for the Kobuz. That's because it's quite well compartmentalized, and we'll talk about that right now, and in terms of how it goes together. So it's 2.2 meter span, but it's got a really, really nice clip-on wing system, and I'll give you a demonstration of that in just a moment. Now, in terms of assembly, the wing panels just clip on, and there's a ribbon connector. We'll show you that again in just a second. You mount the propellers, and you bolt on the horizontal stabilizer. That's pretty much it. Also, you'll note that I've got the orange X14 in front of the model here, just for size reference, but not only for size reference, also because if you have a EFOS-based radio or the Turner GX14, we have the model file for this, so you can just download the model file, buy the model, have the radio, and with that model file on your radio, you can just bind to a receiver, and the Kobuz is set up, ready to go. All right, so further into the spec. Talked about the span and the size already. Now, if I take off the canopy hatch, first of all, as I take it off, I'm going to say just how beautifully made it is. It's basic, but it's functional in terms of looks. You've got a clear, nicely molded canopy there and a little bit of dashed detail. Of course, that'll be a good candidate if you wanted to do FPV. But the point of taking the hatch off is first of all to show you that it's a lovely spring-loaded system, so that fits very, very nicely. You can see there, that just pops on like so. Taking it off is just as easy, there we go. And I'm going to lift the model up and give you a little look inside the fuselage. Okay, so with the canopy off, we get down to the business end of things. Now, the first obvious thing, battery. This is a HD 3300, but it can take anything from a 3000 right up to a 4000, or if you're running one of the new Bolt X packs, maybe like a 4500 4S. Now that's LiHV, so you get a little bit more boost and you get more capacity for the same, or in most cases less weight than the traditional LiPo packs. Avios straps here. They're included. The anti-slip is not included, I just added that, but there is Velcro included if you wish to use it. Speed controller is here to the side. That is a Aerostar RVS G2 50 amp. And then I've got my receiver, 6-channel receiver, packed up underneath here. There's also a PCB distribution board for all the servos. From there are servo leads that plug into your receiver, so all very simple and straightforward. And just down the front here, you can't see, it's just out of shot, is a very shiny Aerostar motor. That is a 35/48 750 kV brushless outrunner, and that is running on an 11-inch foldable prop. Okay, so I'm going to put the hatch back on. It's easier if I just put it down to do that. There we go. Tongue goes in at the front. Pull the little spring-loaded latch back, and Bob's your uncle. I'm going to turn the model over now to not only show you the servo installation and the wing mechanism, but also, I haven't mentioned it yet, the stunning scheme. It's a really, really nice take on the Swiss scheme. It's super hi-viz in many sense, but also it's a very simple but sleek looking scheme. And I say it's a good scheme for orientation because on the top side is a very different color to the bottom side. Now, with it upside down, there are several talking points. First of all, because I haven't mentioned it yet, let's go on to the servos. So it's a mixture of 13 and 16 gram servos. They're of course all pre-installed. You've got the 2 on each wing panel for the flaps, and the ailerons, and there's one built into the rudder, and then there's one right here at the rear of the fuselage for the elevator. They are all very, very short connectors, nice and hardy on the push rods, and they're ball links as well, and that's all pre-installed, apart from one connector at the end when you're assembling the model out the box. Now also, whilst I've got it upside down, you'll notice, well maybe you won't, but I'll point it out anyway. First of all, it's a mixture of sticker and paint finish. Along the bottom here, you've got this anti-skid or anti-scratch plate. That's hard plastic all the way along there, and then finished off with a nice thick sticker at the rear. There's air cooling both in the front here for the motor, and then the air out hole at the back, as you'd expect. And there's a skid here at the rear, so it glides along the ground really nicely and is very well protected. Also servo covers, plastic servo covers on all those wing surfaces. So as well as those plastics, there's also plastics at the tip of the wing, again, for extra protection, but also a little bit of added stability and coolness. Now the really, really cool feature about the Kobuz, you see me leaning against my shoulder here, is because I'm struggling to do this to camera with the model up in its nose, but the system itself works flawlessly. It's got a clip-on wing system, so when you want to take the wing off, just simply push those two together and slide the wing out like so. Now you'll see the woven carbon spar running all the way through the fuselage and into the wings, and also you've got these quick connectors here. Now of course, when it comes to putting on the wing, you just plug in the PCB connector on the quick connector, then you slide it on. Now this is a brand new model, so it's a little stiff, which is a good reassuring thing. You slide it on like so and listen for the click. There it is. That is that wing completely secure, and it takes a matter of seconds. Really, really effortless. If you want to go a step further, if you've got a glider bag, for example, the wings can come off, yes, but also just with one bolt, the horizontal stabilizer can be removed too. So you've really got a nice compact package for a 2.2 meter plug and fly glider. And the conveniences don't end there. I'm going to carefully turn it over because it is a big model. There we go. Whew. That's that 2.2 meters doing its thing. I'm going to tell you a little story about, it might be boring to you, but it's interesting to me. There's a little rut here, or a molded channel in the canopy, and there's a story as to what that's for. I mentioned the fully woven carbon spar. It's quite a long spar, but actually it's quite a long fuselage. And Andres here, behind the camera, had the very smart idea for storage when it's all disassembled, when the wing panels are off. What do you do with a carbon spar? Well, now it's got this groove in here that very conveniently fits into the fuselage, and then you hold it down with one of the included Velcro straps, and then that little channel there allows you to transport your wing tube in the fuselage. Really, really nice feature, and thank you, Andres, for that idea. Excellent. And that about does it for the overview of the Avios Kobuz on the bench. Sorry, I got money spider in my ear. So what we're going to do now, we're going to get it out onto the field. I'll talk you through a little bit about the setup, and then we'll give you a flight demonstration and show the full range of the Kobuz. I mean, I say that, but I'm not the best of pilots, so get it in the hands of a much more experienced pilot and you'll see lots of potential, but I'm going to try and demonstrate as much as I can the potential of the Kobuz as I can demonstrate it. I think you'll be pleased, and I certainly am, and I think you'll be impressed too. So without further ado, and without further waffling on at the camera, let's get out there and do some flying with the Avios Kobuz. Kobuz. Buzz. Kobuz. Jesus. I'm butchering it. All right, so we are out at the field. It's not as windy as it was, but the wind is still being a pain in the butt and it's quite gusty. But still, the Kobuz powers through it wonderfully. Let me give you an idea of throws. Again, if you have an X14 or Ethos radio, you can get this model memory and you're set up ready to go with these settings. So this is my higher rates, and I'll do, look at that rudder, lots of rudder, elevator, but I tend to fly mostly on low rates. Low again on the rudder and elevators. Still lots of throw though. It can be quite aerobatic, and I can really get into some silly stuff, which I'll show you. Fun, silly stuff, which I'll show you in a minute. Hand launching is very straightforward. Just hold it at the CG, which, oh, by the way, for reference, this line here, the servo wire line, that's the CG. It's approximately 55 to 60 millimeters from the leading edge, and that's where you want to be holding it. And then into wind, you just give it, I don't know, about half throttle, and away she goes. So it's got the 3300 in there right now. You get around 7 or 8 minutes flight time, but of course it's longer because you're always mixing up the power, as I'll show you as we demonstrate. You ready for launch? Nice high-vis scheme, so it should stand up beautifully. You ready?
I am ready.
Okay, launching. Oh, no, I'm not without throttle cut. Safety first. Okay, ready? Launching. And she's away. I've got time to adjust my dress. That's still at half throttle. I'm gonna go full power now. Full power climb out, very, very nice. Roll in slow, low rates, and listen to this whoosh. Ready? Oh, did you get that?
Nice.
It's so nice, and look at this energy retention. Look, straight into it. It is a glider after all, but we've worked hard on the aerofoil for this, and we're very, very happy with just how well it retains the energy. Still power off, of course. Nice swoosh, peek the rudder in there. Look at those colors. Very, very nice. All right, I'm gonna go power up again. I'm still gliding, and now power up. So let's climb, get some height. Look at those colors, really, really showing off nicely. Still good on camera?
Very nice.
Okay, I'm gonna slow things down a bit. Just check the trim, give it a little bit of down. Gliding, obviously, like a pro, but let's bring it in for a full power pass. Ready? Gonna kick on the power in just a second. Now. This is with power on. Nice and steady, even in the crosswind. It's not, you know, ballistic, but it gets through the sky pretty quick.
I'm pretty sure you can get it faster in a dive without props.
Well, let's give that a go.
At some point, the prop's just going to be in the way.
Yep. Okay, folding prop, of course, with brake out of the box, set.
It sounds so cool.
Yeah. See, it's got that like composite squeak. Did you get that?
Yeah, lovely.
Oh, I'll do another one just because it's so fun. Here we go again, diving, diving, diving into wind now. And pulling up and away. Oh, I was going to do a roll, then cheeky roll, but I realised it was a bit too low. Speaking of rolls, let's get into some basic aerobatics. I'm going to do low rate roll into wind with power on. We good on camera there?
Lovely.
Okay, so this is low rate on my settings, which are on the X14 model memory. That's low, okay? And now we'll just do a loop on low. That's a loop on low. With power on, of course. Come back around again. Using lots of rudder to kick it around there. It's got a very effective rudder. What I'll do, I'm still power off. Look at that energy of retention. I can come all the way around, kicking on some rudder there. Still power off. And now I'll do a high rate roll. You ready? I'm gonna climb into power. And again the other way. A little bit better to the right. Now one thing I like to do, which makes you look like a much better pilot than you actually are, I think they call them point rolls, is it? Like 6-point roll or 8-point roll or something like that.
If you do it really slow, like really small points, it's called a hesitation roll.
Oh, hesitation roll. Let's see what I can do. Ready?
Yeah, that looks cool.
It does look cool. That's just me stick banging, by the way. All right, I'm gonna go into high rates and kick it on for a stall turn. Very, very nice. Power dive, power off dive now. Actually, I was just on idle on the throttle there. I'll bring it around again for a fast pass. It's getting a bit busy behind us now. Obviously, we're at a club and people want to fly as well, which is of course fine, but just got to watch out for that. This is all power on, all power on. And then watch this. Ready? I'm going to cut the power and... Ah, you weren't ready for that, were you?
That was not.
All right, I'll do that again. I'll do that again.
Yes, sir.
This is all power on right now. Remember, it's a sports scale glider. So here we go. So be nice and wide on the lens and power off. Look how strong those wings are. Nice, did you get that?
It keeps the speed up as well.
Oh, it does. Oh, speaking of which,
bad.
so one of my favorite tricks to do is a energy retention loop. I've managed to get at least 5, so I'm gonna bring it into a dive, power off, see how many loops I can do in low rates. You ready?
Ready.
Okay. 1, ease off a bit. 2, ease off a bit. 3, I think I'm a bit low. Ease off a bit. 4, can I get a 5th one out? I'm very, very low.
Oh, you got it, you got it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Look at that, so much energy retention.
Still energy to go.
Kicking the rudder in, I'm still power off. Look at that. You can really imagine that on the slopes, and actually it's a great model for the slopes, of course. Now, what I also want to do is to show you guys the flaps.
Yeah, I love the idea when you go to the slopes that you don't have to put screws
Oh,
on.
you
can just click it
oh,
on.
that as well, and yeah. And then the flight times, of course, when you're
Because that's the
sloping.
kind of place where you lose screws.
Yeah, it's all clicked together, baby. Right, so I'm going to put, this is just a little bit of power now. Now this is mid flaps, they are slowed slightly. There's a slight pitch up. And now I'm going to go full flaps. Again, very slight pitch up. But look at this, look how slow I can get it now.
But you have no adjustment for it, right? No elevator, trim, or...
I think I've got a tiny little mix in there, just a
Tiny
tiny little
okay.
bit. But look how slow this is now. This is
yeah.
full flaps. Really, look how steady it is. Look at that. Bit more power, bit more power. Ooh, bit of a wing scrape. All right, I'm gonna power away from this though. The flaps go away, and then we go full power climb out. Look at that climb. Virtually unlimited. Then we come back down again. Power off pass. Oh, I love that sound. I'm going to do a power off pointed roll. You ready?
Yeah, ready.
What did you call it? What kind of roll did you call it?
Hesitation roll?
Hesitation roll. Ready?
Yeah.
So I'm going to loop into it and get a bit more energy. Okay, ready? Oh, so nice and crisp. Servos are very, very responsive. Sorry, that's the cameraman now, is having so much fun. Again, just cruising with power now. And I'm going to bring it past and do a knife edge pass. It will maintain pretty reasonable knife edge actually. So I'm in high rates now. Going to go into power and bring it over. See that? Look at that. Whoa, nice.
Nice.
Oh, okay, now I'm really going to get into the fun part. So I'm going to bring it up. And what did you call this? A pop top tumble? What is it?
Pop top. So
Okay.
you go straight up and you roll and you pop it.
Okay, well, I'm not sure if that's exactly what we're going to do, but anyway, watch this. It's fun.
It surely look fun.
All right, so I'm going to power on, then I'm going to power off, and
That would actually, that's even cooler. That would qualify as a pinwheel. It's like
pinwheel.
A forward pop top. Yeah.
Okay, well, there's that, and then I'm going to show you a spin. Okay, ready, power's off now, and I'm going to go into the spin.
Like an aerobatic plane, I love it.
Look at that. Look at that. Super, super slow and flat. And then I'm going to let go of the sticks, and it comes out just like that. I'll do, I want to do more. I got it inverted last time, I seem to remember.
Inverted spin.
Let's
yeah,
see
for
what I
sure.
can do. I can't remember how I got it into that.
But instead of pushing rudder and aileron the same way, push them the opposite
Let's try.
direction.
Oh, did you see
Oh,
that?
I missed it. No, dang it, I missed it.
Oh, now it's inverted.
There
And
you
then
go.
come out a little bit low. I'll try that again. You ready?
Yeah, got it.
Oh, my time is getting a little low, but that's okay because I haven't been running full power all the time. Okay, ready?
Got it.
Okay. And let's see if I can hold it inverted. Yes, yes, yes. And now come out because I'm still a little bit low. But you see how much fun that is?
Proper silliness.
Oh, let's do another power pass. See how my watts are feeling. Low pass from the right. This is full power now. Let's have a listen, see how it sounds. Oh yeah, it's still screaming even with full power. But again, you can really, okay.
Well, I lost it there for a sec. Oh, there you are.
There I am. You can
There you are, I
really
got you.
extend your flight times and just do a lot of power off like this. Let's see how long I can glide for now at this point. The wind has really settled down, the light is fading. I'm going to go on mid rates just to give me a bit more authority. Still power off, still power off. Rudder now in the turn. The red on the bottom is really showing nicely for me. Let these guys pick up the model from the field. I mean, it is a glider. Look at that, it's gliding like a champ. I'm going to come around, do a full circle back into wind again. Little bit of opposite aileron, little bit of rudder. Oh, farmer there, got to watch out for that. Still coming around, you see? Still power off, still power off. Full circle that was. and then gently apply power. Ooh. And away she goes. I was waiting for the traffic to clear there. Okay. Oh, didn't have quite so much speed into that, but I'm power off now. Oh, I really love that. I really love that. That's one of the most fun things to do. Just come into it, get some speed, and listen to the whoosh.
That whoosh is such a crowd
Ready,
pleaser.
ready. Keep it turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning.
The tighter you turn, the crazier the whoosh.
Yeah. So there we go. I mean, I could do this for hours, and I'm going to get another pack and actually try this again. But that's pretty much it for the Kobuz. I mean, I'm at the limit of my skill set now. A more skillful pilot can definitely do a lot more. I'm inverted now. You can see the red there. But let's just keep it a little inverted. I'll do an inverted pass to show you the red. I'm about half power now. Needs just a touch of down. You see that red there?
Really nice.
Look at that. Super steady. And coming out of that. Put some flaps on now, I think. Mid rates. So nice. Full flaps now. I'm going to keep full flaps on. I'm going to come around for a low and slow pass, and then I'm going to have to land because other people are wanting to fly here, and I want to put a fresh packet. Low pass from the right. Look how slow and steady. See, I'm going to keep it low and slow and just fly inside the field here. Look at this, coming round. Look at that. Super nice. All right, flaps away, and yeah, I'm going to land. So with landing, obviously it's a belly lander. I'm going to bleed off some speed, like so. Going to come around again, because it just glides. So yeah, the prop stopped now. I'm going to go on full flaps now.
Yeah, you're becoming quite the aerobatic glider pilot. I like it.
All right, there we go. Look at this. Gonna just rotate the prop a little. Actually, you know what? I want to land closer. So keep going, keep going, keep going. I don't want to walk so far. Let's bring it in a bit more towards myself. My legs are getting tired. I don't want to walk. Let's see where to put it down there. I think I'll just skim over the grass here. Let's see if I can pull that off without heading in the grass. Okay, here we go, full flaps. You can of course use a little bit of prop if you want to slow it down even further. Oh,
Beautifully done.
like butter on toast. Just going to get it. So there we have it. Now I'm 2.5 minutes over on my timer. For run time, I got my timer set to, and I've reset that. I get this 2 minutes over, just over 2, 5, so 7.5 minutes run time. But of course flight times will be longer. Take the battery out there. The safety switch is on. Just going to take this off, unplug that. ESC is warm. Battery is barely warm. Motor warm. Excellent. Yeah, it's midsummer. It's actually Midsummer's Eve. My wife told me that because she's Finnish, and that's, yeah, it's really important. So tomorrow's the longest day. There we go. Just date stamp this video. Yeah, so that's really it. And don't forget, when you're ready to go home, it's just as easy as this. If I just get my, where are the, there. So you click those and you pull that out like so. Again, this is a brand new one, so it's a little stiff. Disconnect there, pull that wing panel off. There's the woven carbon spar. You get the other things underneath there. Get those out a little like so. Again, disconnect the ribbon. Yeah, wing comes off. Woven spar. Spar goes in all the way back there. Da, 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 da. You can secure it with the strap if you wish. And then, if I get that in the right position, which is there, hey presto, there are your 3 items. And it's even quicker than, or just about the same time, to assemble. So, that is the Avios Kobuz. I will keep saying it wrong, I think on purpose now. Kobuz. 2.2 meter plug and fly sports scale glider from Avios. Really, really nice sports aerobatic model. Slows down beautifully, very, very steady. Got great flight envelope potential, as you saw. I'm looking forward to seeing how you guys push it even further, because again, I'm not a great pilot. So it's a good all-round sports aerobatic model. It will suit someone who's getting into a glider for the first time, or someone like myself that's been flying for a long time but is looking for a lot of fun in a big and simultaneously small package, because that is the Avios Kobuz. So check out the link below this video for full description of the product and pricing and whatnot. Minimal part counts on this, you'll find those on the listing as well. And we've got reviewers putting out their videos and their build videos, not that there's much building, of the Kobuz. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Let's charge the battery for another flight.